Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
This fire did not last very long, but it managed to do a lot of damage in the time it was burning. We're right on Dam Road, and as you mentioned, a mobile home park here was right in the path of that fire, and the damage was extensive. You can see now just a small army of people out here trying to clear this area out as best as possible to get folks back in here to at least see their property. They're clearing away lines, trees, and trying to get roads passable. But again, fire returned to Lake County, and it happened very fast.
All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Earthly Mother, sanctifying YAHAWAH, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi. And today is Friday, August the 20th, 2021, and it's currently 5:47 p.m. Peace be with you, beloved brothers and sisters. This is not our tribulation. Peace be unto you. This is not Jacob's trouble. Be at peace. There will be no Jacob's trouble. Be at peace, brethren. The Most High is in the midst. There is a holy visitation upon this earth. His eminence is here. We are going to go to a series of video. We are going to see what is happening right now and what is happening based on prophecy that are unfolding right before your eyes, how the Most High is cleaning his vineyard or his vineyard, or is it what the Gentiles are saying that's going to happen in over there in the Middle East, or with Haitian or 7 years tribulation garbage and mark of the beast garbage and New World Order? There will be no such thing as a New World Order. This New World Order they are talking about came out in Ireland in 1492. They are now being taken down. What they are calling the elites, the Illuminati, all those garbages has nothing to do with biblical stuff. Those are things they made up to make it seems that, oh, those guys are doing this. Oh, they are using a DEW, direct energy weapon. None of this garbage. We are going to go, beloved, to a group of video, and we're going to see. I'm going to see if I can make this as fast as I can so I can upload it. Hopefully, it will be live by 9:30, 10 p.m. Okay, so whenever the time is, my apology, something just come up upon me when I was watching a video, and then something come up, and I had to do this. I had to do this video. I didn't have any plans. So let us keep on moving, brethren. Let us go ahead and see if there's a holy visitation upon this land.
We are definitely getting a first-hand look at some of the damage left behind from the destructive cache fire in Lake County. It leveled a mobile home park within minutes after it erupted yesterday. And now there are new evacuation orders. KPIX5's Wilson Walker is there and spoke with some families who had just minutes to get out. Wilson.
This fire did not last very long, but it managed to do a lot of damage in the time it was burning. We're right
Okay.
Okay.
All right then.
Do you have any questions?
No, it's been it's been over 2 months. I thought you guys.
I know, so long. I know that's on our end. We really apologize about that. We've been very short-staffed. I'm sorry about that.
All right. Well then, thank you. I'll be receiving the email and I will contact you.
You're very welcome. No problem. Well, thank you. Please just double-check also your junk and your spam mail too, because sometimes it might arrive in those inboxes. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time and patience.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Wow. Beloved, my apology. I'm trying to make this, and then I'm on a deadline. You know what just happened? The sleep apnea place called me. It's been over 2 months, beloved. They never sent me anything. Nothing ever happened, and she was just on the phone right now, and I couldn't wait to just get this and be done with the video. She was explaining to me the reason why they could not get into me, sending this thing delivered onto me. It's because they are one, quote unquote, they are backed up, and the people that they used to have delivering those things are no more. Okay, and they can't find people to do that, so I have to go to the facility. I have to go pick up the stuff. So I got to get the study done, because so far I lost 43 or 44 pounds. So I'm sleeping a lot better, but I have to get this thing done. So it will be official. So maybe I have it, maybe I don't, but I'm strongly believe that I have it. So just let you know that this thing is affecting a lot of people that they are not reporting. So after 2 months of waiting, and then now they finally get to me, so I gotta go pick that up. So yeah, for those of you that wanted the update, that was sending me email, that's what happened. So now, brethren, you just heard the lady said, this mobile place, this mobile town, this fire went into this town, and then it bring the town down in the minutes and minutes. That's how fast the fire burns, in minutes, brothers. Okay.
A mobile home park here was right in the path of that fire, and the damage was extensive. You can see now just a small army of people out here.
All right, those are not, listen, look, when you see, this is a car, this belong to someone. These houses over there, those homes, they belong, well, to us, but somebody did build this, okay? And then this happened, all right?
To clear this area out as best as possible, to get folks back in here to at least see their property. They're clearing away lines, trees, and trying to get roads passable. But again, fire returned to Lake County, and it happened very fast.
Well, we got out. Sorry. I had about 11 minutes to get out.
When people living in the Creekside mobile home park saw the smoke, many of them went racing for garden hoses, hoping to fight back the flames.
Okay, this is how the Gentiles does. Instead of they saw the smoke, instead of, yo, let me save my life, no, let me save my property. Let me save my Eliphaz. Let me save my God first. And God we trust. And materialistic stuff we trust. So they have to find a way to save their stuff. And then look what happened. You could have lose your life. Okay, look what this is, the Most High tenderizing the meat, beloved. Okay, listen, brethren, listen. We have a fair amount of people that doing their own research and do things. We understand that you guys do your research, and if you have something to bring out, beloved, bringing it with respect. Bringing it out with respect, bringing it out, brothers, sisters. I find certain books that talk about certain things that you are talking about, and it mentioned it in a different way. This is what it says. May the Holy Spirit guide us so we may find what it truly means. Beloved, you don't go to a brother and say, no, this didn't happen. That's not what happened. This is not good. You don't do it like that, man. Okay, I see the brother upload a video today, beloved brother Big Judah, and it uploaded the video literally an hour ago, and somebody was giving some, the desert prepper fellow. He's the whole thing, surrounded by Asian stuff, and I see people in the comment board saying, no, the 400 years started in 1623, it's gonna end in 2023. Okay, well, again, it's not slavery don't start until the last slave get into this land. That's not what that is. We were already there. Okay, so what it is, if you got some information you're bringing, brothers, bring it with kindness. Okay, don't just knock a brother, just knock a sister out. Say, yo, I read in this book, it says 1623, let the Holy Spirit guide. We'll see what's going on. Let the Most High judge. Don't just step in and say this and say that, brothers. It came out wrong. I know you want to do this with respect, but it came out wrong. When people are sending me messages, stuff, they bring it with respect. They say, brother, all praises to the Most High, be at peace. You bring some information and stuff. This is another one. This is another version. Let the Holy Spirit judge. Okay? This is not camp. We're not camp banging here and stuff like that and all this nonsense. And I see people trying to tell me about the pig as if the pig is like the Most High did not create the pig. You know, the pig is it's a good animal. Okay, it's natural trash. You cannot hate the pig. If you hate the pig, you actually hate the Most High, because the Most High created the pig. Do not hate the Most High creatures. The pig is not food. You're not supposed to eat it, but it's a beautiful and useful animal. Okay, instead of taking your food and throw it away, you give it to the pig. You feed the pig in the name of the Most High, and the pig will eat it, whatever you send to the pig. A goat cannot do the work of a pig. Goats do not. It's not a scavenger. Goat is a clean animal. Goat will not go around and eat dead animals. If we have a dead animal that we found in our community, so to speak, this animal's died by some disease, we cannot eat it. We cannot even touch it. We just release the pigs upon it 6 o'clock, and the pigs will just eat it. And then after that, you know, the pigs are good. That's the job. All right, brothers, please. If you are new here, you're new to any channels, we will strongly advise you to listen. And then if you have questions, you may ask. Don't just say stuff and then arrogantly putting your stuff over there. It's not going to end up well. All right, let us keep on moving.
It was already too late.
By then it had gotten into the trees, and the front yard had caught on fire, and the backyard was starting to burn, and it was really nothing anyone could do.
Today, those forced out by the fire spent the day waiting outside of the evacuation zone, recounting their escape to safety.
I really wasn't going to leave because there's always fires, but then we started hearing the explosions one after another, and that's when I got the kids out of the...
Her name is Rebecca. Her first name is Rebecca Vasquez. Okay, so if you know who Rebecca was to Isaac, well, you know, you let me know. All praises to the Most High.
There, and I haven't been able to go back in since.
Inside the burn area, crews are clearing trees, restoring power lines, and trying to take stock of what's left.
You know, the number may change on that, but currently damage assessment is actively being done. The district is comfortable in saying that we have dozens, 24 to 30 homes that are lost. We do expect that number to rise.
The amount...
Okay, 20 to... Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again.
Currently, damage assessment is actively being done. The district is comfortable in saying that we have dozens, 24 to 30 homes that are lost.
Dozens, 24 to 30 homes. Okay, the Most High already tell you he's there in the dozens. Well, let's take the highest number that they said. Beloved, if you have 30 homes, is not... This isn't a joke, man. You got 30 families, at least 30 people out of their places now. And you're going to hear what those people are going to say, you know, when it comes to the area. Okay, listen.
We do expect that number to rise.
The amount of fire this county has endured in recent years is remarkable. Middletown was the scene of the 2015 Valley Fire that killed 5 people. Lower Lake, that was the scene of the Clayton Fire. There were also the Jerusalem, Rocky, and...
Jerusalem Fire. Those are all the Most High. Okay, the Valley, Jerusalem, Clayton, the Rocky, okay.
Pawnee fires before the River and Ranch fires made up the Mendocino complex, at the time the largest fire in state history. By one estimate, 60% of this county has burned since 2012.
Since 2001 and 2012, tribe, 60% of this town is burned down. And then you left with the magical 40%. You got 40%. Beloved, when you look, this is a bike right there. This thing used to belong to someone. When you look at this, beloved, all those things used to belong to somebody. You know what agony? You know what pain? You know what shame? to just sit there and watch every single thing that you own burn to the ground. It's not like you can go ahead and then retrieve it back. It's gone. Certain of those things are sentimental value. And this is the Most High's job. This is the Most High's wrath. This has nothing to do with DEW. This has nothing to do with little aliens shooting laser, or you got spaceships shooting lasers and attacking those people. If they had this technology, they would have used it on so-called the black community. They would have used it on us first. This is the work of the Most High. He is clearing the vineyard. Okay?
Yeah, I think everybody. I'm resident of Lake County. I think everybody's we're exhausted. You know, we're fire season. Every time we hear a siren, it gets our goat up and we get worried.
Okay, that's what that is. Now, when you look at the place, brothers, you see how the fire strategically burned down the whole village and left all those green stuff over here and all those green stuff. It strategically burned it down. This is precision by the Most High. People think like, oh, this is precision by drones, or this is precision by some the DEWs. Don't let them telling you this. They know exactly the Most High is doing this. Just like beloved, okay? Let me take something right quick, okay, for you. Oh boy. This is French. Here we go. Just like this, it's called precision by the Most High. Okay, so excuse me. All right, this is the earthquake that happened in Haiti. This was just uploaded 9 hours ago. Let's just check it where this happened in a department called Gandance. Okay, let's just check it right here. Now, it is said, this is French, La Thibaudière, which is a place. The school is gone. Okay, the school is damaged. The hospital is damaged. The church is damaged. Okay, so the school collapsed, the hospital collapsed, the church collapsed. This is precision right there. Okay, all right, this is precision. The houses around there, they stay up. All right. Okay, so let me see this.
Mais son phénomène naturel.
Okay, look at this. Look at a beautiful.
Je pense que moi crois que bon Dieu dans ciel là, il te font intervention.
Okay, he
la
said.
Question catastrophe ça nous est passé.
Okay, he even said this. He said, I believe the God that live in the sky, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, intervene, because this is impossible. That's why we call the Most High precision, okay? This is a school, okay? And the Most High is destroying the institution that binding our people, you know, from being spiritually free, all right?
Nous pas imaginer ça. Catastrophe ça t'est passé la nuit, oui.
Okay, so it could have happened
at night.
It could have happened when the kids were in the school.
Tout le monde dans la caillou, oui.
See, the Most High strikes when everybody were in the street. It didn't happen. He made it happen on a Saturday. On a Monday, on Tuesday, all the kids, they would have been inside of the school. And the school would have flat. You see how this thing pancake there? You see how it pancakes? He took out the people that were in the church. They were doing that whoredom thing. He took them out. All right? Look at this. All right?
Ah ouais, ça a Jérémie, non? Justement.
Okay.
La Thibaudière gen bagay. Non men. Mon la Thibaudière yo.
Okay, see.
Nou gen bagay la men. Nou c'est ça que fèm t'a dit nou.
Let me see this is
c'est pas faut que nous comprendre ça qui là.
This is the hospital. Let me see the church. Okay. And if you look at the houses, you see the houses around, they are just, you know, good. Is that the church? Let me see if this is the church right here. Boy. No, that's the cemetery or the church? Let me see right there. I think this is the it's getting to okay. This is he's getting to the church, I believe. That's the entrance or something like that. Okay, you see the wall fall. Okay, that's the church. Is it? I haven't watched it. No, that's the hospital.
Et j'aimerais dire dans vidéo moi la Tibolière et que là moi dans collège Alexandre Dumas.
No, that's a school.
Qui quand même
That's a school. So you see how the Mosai spare everything. Okay, the people, only one person died. Okay, one person died on the island. Let's see the one that he said. One person died. Let me see. He was talking to a dude. He said 27 people got injured. One person died. All right. Let me see. He went to a little island. Okay, so one person actually. There we go. This is it, I believe.
Pour commune Kaimit parce que moun yo pa arrêter dans situation ça que yo. Nous à tout problème qui passe dans département Grandance que ou même découvrir la Grandance que vous passez nous dans commune Kaimit. 13 localités qui bâti mais des localités qui puis frapper dans tremblement de terre. Qui c'est Pointe Sable avec
Okay.
en Palmis côté là et mon en Palmis pas un côté pour dormir pendant la pluie a tombé là et Jean Noël là yo s'est regardé là yo montre nous tout bagaille qui côté la pluie a tombé tout monde a couru rentrer en bas ka écraser encore parce que nous pas gain côté et nous connaît et nous même en tant que mairie nous pas gain nan men nous pour nous prendre.
Okay, all right here. It's a little bit, let me just cut it.
Partiel.
All right.
C'est nous gain 180 dans localité ça nous gain 195 cas écrasé.
Okay, say we got 195 houses that damaged.
Nous gain 15 endommagés.
15. It said like 195 collapse and something 15 that are damaged.
67 moun qui blessé.
67 people got injured.
Nous gon grand moun qui mouri.
One person died. One person died. Okay, so again, the figure that they are giving to you in the news, it's all hype. Okay, one person died. All right, and the whole little island, the biggest one person died. Okay, this is called precision. The Mosai know what he is doing. Okay, so watch the precision of the Mosai. All right.
Just fire in El Dorado County. CAL FIRE now says evacuees should expect mandatory evacuations to last another 1 to 2 weeks.
You know what that is? To evacuate your house for 1 to 2 weeks. That you literally being kicked out of your house, man. All right, this is precision. The Mosai, when he is doing something, you better believe his judgment is right. In the book of Isaiah, his judgment is correct. All right? That's what that is. Okay?
Tonight, local communities are doing what they can to try to help fire victims across the region. CBS 13's Heather Jansen shows us some of the unique ways that neighbors are helping neighbors.
Michael Seymour cleans his food truck ahead of another night of feeding fire victims staying in Placerville.
You could just see the looks on their faces that they were just exhausted.
Mikey's kilted kitchen.
They are exhausted, man. They are exhausted. You've been battling this thing since June, July, August. You're still battling this fire. You are exhausted. No help. Okay? And a lot of those guys are no more because of the whole thing going on with the plague out there.
Not turning profits, just dishing out kindness amid the tough times.
This community has helped me get my food truck, so figured the least I could do is feed them with it.
Those at the break room in Shingle Springs can relate too after their reopening roller coaster with the pandemic.
Once we got on the other side of that, the biggest help is, just being there for everybody else.
Their party room turned supply closet.
Hand sanitizer.
Sanitizer to snacks and other donations. The community's stopping by to drop off, while Caldor fire evacuees grab and go.
It just means so much.
Thankful and
okay, again, this is a plague number 1, sorrow for much needs, a lot of shortages, a lot of crying, a lot of those things. This is plague number 1, sorrow, and then what you just witnessed was plague. Now, is that thing even recording right now? All right, that's what it is. Okay, fiery conflagration of the cities. Okay, so let us keep on watching. You know, evacuate is another word for clearing the vineyard, okay, or the vineyard. So we are going to go into the book of Jacob, Jacob 5, and also Jacob 6, and then we will go into the Bible, and we'll go all over the place and bring knowledge.
Emotional feelings from evacuees like Rhonda.
The compassion of a total stranger is overwhelming for my heart.
Those same evacuation struggles were felt by hairdresser Heidi Newharth.
And I had to leave work and head up the hill and get all my stuff.
Just weeks ago, she was a river fire evacuee, now hosting a salon cut-a-thon in Auburn for other river fire victims. Each community doing what they do best.
These are our friends and our family, and we know and have grown up with a lot of these people.
Neighbors helping neighbors in the trying times.
All right, well then, thank you, Adam Grizzly, or Grizzly Adam, whatever you want to call this fellow. So what you see here, beloved, you see how the whole community are getting together, okay? Why they are getting together? Because they're in trouble together. They are in trouble. You see this woman crying and stuff, and this thing is real, man. This thing is real. This is not staged. And is that guy name is Mikey? Mike? I didn't catch that. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if this guy name is Mikey. I believe somebody said.
In Placerville.
Now you could just see the looks on their faces.
Some of the unique ways that neighbors are helping neighbors.
Michael Seymour cleans his food truck.
Michael Seymour. I didn't see this until somebody says something here. Mikey is a good man. Okay, so the Archangel report unto us now. We give the Most High praises and glory. Give the Most High praise. I didn't catch that. Michael Seymour, all praises to the Most High. Is that what that is?
The unique ways that neighbors are helping neighbors.
Michael Seymour cleans his food truck ahead of another night of feeding fire victims staying in Placerville.
Now you can just see.
Okay, Mikey's kitchen. How did I didn't even see this? Now the Holy Spirit just opened my eyes. Mikey, all right, Mike. All praises to the Most High, man. Let us keep on moving, brethren. The Archangel Michael in the midst.
Could take weeks. Tonight, CAL FIRE says 104 structures are destroyed, and that number will grow in the coming days. Full damage assessments could take weeks. Another 7,000 structures are still threatened.
Perfect.
The fire died down some overnight and this morning, but things picked back up late this afternoon. It's now at 68,000 acres and still 0% contained.
Tonight, the evacuation zone unchanged from last night. Those mandatory evacuations in red and warnings you see in yellow. And despite the fire slowing down some, CAL FIRE says evacuees won't be able to return home for up to 2 weeks.
Let's get CBS 13's Laura Hafley live in Sly Park with the latest on the firefight and an inside look at the fire base camp. Laura.
Firefighters are facing two major hurdles right now. The first one is Mother Nature. When that wind...
Okay, yeah. So again, they always come up with this garbage in Mother Nature. That was YAHAWAH, okay? That's the Most High doing.
Really gets going. This fire, you can kind of see the glow of it behind me, will climb up mountains and ridges very quickly. Luckily, that's not happening right now. There's not a ton of wind. That second hurdle is lack of resources. Now, despite how complicated this firefight has been, crews are facing it head on.
We have over 600 firefighters here now, and they're working their tails off.
That wasn't the case when the Caldor fire started.
And when the incident started, we had around 200 firefighters.
The fire quickly outpaced.
I love this, man. This looks like the burning bush. Again, I already see a face here. I already see a face like, I like the burning bush. Is it me, or let me see if I see a face? Yeah, this look like a face. This is like a black man face, okay? Okay, you can see the front head here. That's one eye, another eye. That's the nose right here. This is the lips separate here. You can see the big plump lips. And you can see the goatee right there. And then this is the throat. He's wearing one of those little cap, one of those little head things. So yeah, this is a fire, a face there. Again, this is the eye, you know. the left eye, the right eye, the nose right here, the nostril going to the nose, the lips with the goatee over there, and then you can see the mouth. Okay, beautiful, man, beautiful. All praises to the Most High. You know, those it's like this, like to he's looking like a black man wearing a Viking hat, a Viking hat that has like the little wing in it. Let me see if I can get a Viking hat. You know, I'm seeing strange things. Viking hat with wings.
Check out these pictures.
Viking hat with wings.
Check out these pictures.
All right, let me see. There you go. It seems like he wore one of those Viking hats. Okay. The original Viking were blacks. The tribe of Dan were in them. That's why they were known as the boatman. Okay, the tribe of Dan, D-A-N, were known as the boatman. And the true Anglo-Saxon, Anglo mean angelic sons of Isaac, Anglo-Saxons. The angelic sons of Isaac were the Jacobites. They were Israelites, not those one. Okay. All right. It looked like this. It looked like okay. See this one. When you look at that, you know, it looked like the little hat in his head, and then he got like one wing right there, and then the other wing right here. At least that's what I'm seeing. I don't know if other people see this. So maybe the tribe of Dan, that's revenge for the tribe of Dan. Okay, the original Vikings. Okay, all right. So all praises. All right, let me see. The Black Viking. Okay, the original Viking were black folks. All right, none of these things like that. Things, you know, though this is fantasy. This is fantasy. The original thing were our people. All right, I got a book here. I forgot. You can email me and I'll send it to you. Okay, those were the original Vikings, our people. All right. This is fantasy right there. This is people, fantasize. Black Viking, is that the book? By Bill Downey? Let me see. Yeah. I don't think you can find this book anymore. How much is it? Is it? Okay, Black Viking, Gunnar, Black Wolf, son of Viking lord and Moorish slave. Okay, so again, the original Vikings were our people. How much is this thing? I don't. Let me see. Black Viking, the books. Black Viking. Okay. Let me see. Germund Hija skin becomes the Black Viking, the most powerful settler on Iceland. Dark skin and with Mongolian face feature. Mongolian. This is all garbage. This is all garbage. Okay, the Black Vikings. Damn it. They really don't want this information to come out. The whole garbage about Mongolian faces, none of this stuff. Okay. And surprisingly, you won't find any picture of him, except for this black dude right here. Yeah, he was they were black folks. Okay, the Black Vikings. They are the tribe of Dan that used to travel to boat. They are known as the boatmen in the book of the Pillar of Fire. But anyway, let us keep on going, beloved. Okay, how long? Oh, all right. Let us go on.
Pace the cruise, burning through towns while additional resources deployed to El Dorado County to help.
Then they go out to the line.
Captain Keith Wade drove us through the Caldor Fire Base Camp, where firefighters are getting precious hours of rest. How many crews do you have here currently?
So if we have about 600 firefighters on scene, Half of them are in camp right now.
24-hour shifts for some firefighters who haven't been home in weeks.
And what we essentially do is build a city here. We build a kitchen and cafeteria, give all the services that you need in your daily life.
So you're really giving these crews a home away from home.
Yeah, it can be a long summer for some folks. Their faces tell me the story. They're exhausted, but they're also got the fortitude to carry through.
And there's hope on the horizon. With less wind and more crews, the
What? This is unbelievable. A whole town is burnt down. Where is hope? Those people, man. Let's take the next video, man. The whole thing is burned down.
Breaking news up in Lake County, the Cache Fire. We've got some new video of the damage overnight. Flames quickly sweeping through a neighborhood in Clear Lake.
Well, today in the Bay, Sierra Johnson is live in Clear Lake this morning with the latest developments, and we can see what's happening behind you. It happened so fast, Sierra.
So fast, man.
Yeah, that's exactly right. As we were pulling up, it was still pretty dark, but the moment the sun came up, it was almost breathtaking. You can see there is really nothing standing behind me. Where we are right now was at one time a mobile home park, and what you see charred remains. You see the outline of a bike. You see the iron chair still sitting here.
Those things used to belong to people, okay? It's done. It's gone, Regin, you know? It's gone.
At what looks to be the front at one point of someone's home. This fire, extremely fast moving. 50 homes, we're being told, were damaged in this fire. 1,600 people have been evacuated and 800 people are on standby to evacuate. Now, as you mentioned, we did have crews out last night. They captured images of that fire.
Okay,
the mobile home park had been ravaged
there you go. Those guys came in once the fire, you know, literally take out everything, and then they come, hey, wait, look at us, we are heroes, you know, we're putting down the hot spot and stuff. Yo, this thing destroyed everything. There's nothing here, you know.
The fire burned out cars, shells of what was once home. Our crew also spoke with some folks that were forced to leave their home as the Cache Fire raged on. Take a listen to what one evacuee had to say.
It felt like the movies, kind of. Like where you're supposed to evacuate quickly, but everyone was just bunched up and the roads were blocked, and
you watch way too many movies. This is real life. Okay, and then I know people will say, Big Levi, can't you see this? She's one of those crisis actor. Yeah, whatever, man. You need to see a dentist.
it was just really scary.
Look at this. Look at
she
this.
She said it looks like the movies when she was exiting. It looks like the remainder of a movie.
That's right. That's your technology. A plastic bucket tied to a rope and tied to a helicopter.
You can't see it. It's actually over this building, but there's some portions of the remains covered in pink. That's that flame retardant. We're still seeing members of CAL FIRE coming up and down this road, but right now, a very eerie, smoky, murky feeling out here. It's very quiet. There's no one around.
Okay, what this sister is experiencing is the Holy Spirit. She doesn't know it. This is like the aftermath. See, this is a spiritual battle was won here. A spiritual battle was fought here. Okay? All right, those people got spirits in the house, and the archangel the Bariel and you'll burn them down. She doesn't know how to explain it, but that's how it come out to her. Okay.
Murky feeling out here. It's very quiet. There's no one around. That's because this is what is left of this mobile home park. Again, 50 homes destroyed rather, in this Cache Fire.
Okay. All right. So devastating, so scary. All right. They are taking our land. Look at those trees. You got you got that right. Okay. You got that right. The Mosai is taking out his land back. If you knew the area, you would know that how comical your comment is. Tons of homeless encampment in that area. You are fully vaccinated, aren't you? So let them fight. Let them fight. Okay. Yeah. Okay, no smoldering, no scorching, no blackening beams of any kind. That was a very strange fire indeed, because it's the fire of the Most High. And Righteous 101 came here and said, may the will of the Most High be done concerning the spread of fire in Northern California. All praises. All praises. It should be. Okay? Those people are saying like the fire is strange. The fire smoldering the homes that burn were mobile home. When the structure is left to burn with intervention, there will be no blackening beams. Yeah, so you're an expert now. So yeah, that's let them fight. Let them fight. Okay, this is plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the cities. Let us keep on moving, brothers. Oops. We'll go to Genesis 15, verse 13. All right. The Most High is cleaning the land. Okay, a lot of people, one scumbag backwarded bucktooth monster got mad at me because, oh, I'm changing the Bible. No, I didn't change this. They put things like this, but the contract is made. You cannot come back from this. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 100 years. This didn't make any sense to anybody until we fulfill this. Okay? Genesis 15:14. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And the father's judging to the 10 plagues. Let us keep moving in and see if he's cleaning the vineyard.
All right, let's morning. There are several major ones burning right now that we need to share with you.
Yeah, that's right, Walt. Let's start with the Caldor fire in El Dorado County.
Right now, that fire is still south of Highway 50.
And the Caldor fire is not growing as quickly as it was earlier this week. It's now burning more than 68,000 acres.
Because it's already done its job. It burned down all those homes. So the Mosai, this is why we say precision. The Mosai is very precise. He burned down all those homes. And then it's just chill, and then the fire just chilling there, and then slow it down. Okay, that's what it did.
That's up just about 4,000 acres from yesterday morning.
This fire, Bria, though, still has no containment. It's already destroyed at least 104 structures.
But as Rob mentioned earlier, it's not just the flames doing damage in this fire. The smoke has been unhealthy across our region for days, and it's keeping people from enjoying time outdoors.
ABC 10's
you're not supposed to do. This is the Mosai vineyard. You know what? Let's get this in the Book of Mormon right quick. This is the Mosai vineyard, and oh boy, is it because most of the time this thing don't want to sign me in? You know, is it? Let me go get it first. All right, the entire earth is the Mosai vineyard or vineyard. For it grieved me, this is Jacob 5:66. For it grieved me that I should lose the trees of my vineyard. Wherefore, ye shall clear away the bad according as the good shall grow, and the root of the top of may be equal in strength, until the good shall overcome the bad, which is us, until we overcome the people on the land, which we are, and the bad be hewing, the people are being cut down, okay, down and cast into the fire. That is why they are casting them. The Mosai is literally, spiritually, and physically cast them into the fire. And the cumber, not the ground of my vineyard, and thus will I sweep away the bad out of my vineyard. So the Mosai is sweeping, those people away from the vineyard. They cannot enjoy it. Oh man, give me a second. All right, so the Mosai is cleaning the vineyard. All right, it's removing the bad fruit thereof. Okay, cleaning the vineyard, so you cannot enjoy the blessing anymore.
Zach Fuentes joins us now live from Pollock Pines, the Sly Park area, to tell us how this has impacted tourism in the Sierra for this coming weekend. Zach?
Yeah, well, right now, this would typically be a busy time for tourism in this area. But instead of seeing tourists coming here to visit, we see fire crews from around the state working hard to fight the Caldor fire. And we got to speak with SAC Fire, who's up here. As part of that firefight, they're asking anyone right now to not travel through this area this weekend. And look, even if you don't listen to that, there's not going to be much you'll be able to do when you come up here. The El Dorado County Winery Association says that many wineries in the area are in the evacuation zones and have closed.
Beloved, we were just talking about vineyard and grapes, the wine. And guess what? You know, the whole chapter, the whole chapter 5 of the book of Jacob, talking about the vineyard. Okay, so this is the Most High. Okay, He's making this. All right, graft and the branches begin at the last, that they may be first, and that the first may be last. Okay, this is from the book of Matthew, precept. And dig about the trees, both old and young, the first and the last and the first, that all may be nourished once again for the last time. Okay, the Most High is nourish it. You know, I shall prune my vineyard. Define the word prune. Let me see. Oh. Define prune.
Here's the definition of prune: a plum preserved by drying and having a black, wrinkled appearance.
Okay. Prune in the Bible. Pruning is not a punishment for a Christian. Oh boy, it is a reward. God is the vine dresser who prunes the life. So I shall prune my vineyard. So it will reward the vineyard. So a group of people, of course, not you. Okay, so the Most High is speaking here, brothers. Let us listen.
To help keep traffic off the road so that the roads will be freed up for fire crews. Also, the El Dorado National Forest is closed to campers. The El Dorado County Chamber of Commerce agrees that visitors should stay out of this area, but they say it's still going to be an added hit to the local economy here.
Okay, this is an El Dorado. Okay, those are many wildfire. This is an El Dorado. What is that? What that is? Colorado? El Dorado? Let me hear.
Commerce agrees that visitors should stay out of this area, but they say it's still going to be an added hit to the local economy here.
Yeah, I believe
all
El
those
Dorado.
Campers kind of doing their last camping of the before school starts and all that were evacuated, and it doesn't look like the National Forest is going to open at least until September 30th. So yeah, that's going to have a huge impact.
Yeah, and it's not just the El Dorado National Forest that's going to be impacted. If you take a look at your screen, starting Sunday, the U.S. Forest Service says 9 Northern California national forests are going to be closed because of wildfires. Those closures.
How many going to be closed, beloved? How many forests? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what to do.
Are going to last for 2 weeks. So that's nearly half of the national forest that we have here in this state. Like I've been saying, the nearest, the most immediate impact and tragedy are the homes and structures that have already been lost. But the long-term impacts are going to be what happens to the local economies here, because this area really does rely on those tourism dollars.
Yeah, good point, Zach. For this weekend.
There you go. There you go. So they cannot have Eliphaz anymore. Eliphaz run out. The Most High took Eliphaz down. Which then Eliphaz got killed by end up on the fight. Then Joseph killed Eliphaz during the fight when they were burying Isaac, and then I know Esau got his head cut off. Esau, there was a dude over there that couldn't talk, he couldn't hear. Esau was arguing with Joseph because Esau was trying to swagger Jack the land. And the brother run out of full speed. He jumped. He leaped really high. He pulled the sword in his hair and took Esau's head cut off. He cut Esau's head off. Esau's head fell and stumbled and fell inside of the cave. Yeah, I believe Eliphaz died, something like that. But anyway, it's all about Eliphaz, man. My God is pure gold, and God with us. Money.
And then obviously you have Labor Day weekend coming up, and it's going to be pretty quiet up there until they get a full handle on this, which may be a while. Zach, thank you. Earlier this week, the town of Grizzly Flats was leveled by the Caldor fire's flames. And this morning, we're hearing more about a family whose home was destroyed. As they drove away to take shelter from the Caldor fire, the Williams family was watching their neighbor's home burn on security camera footage. It would be the same fate for their own home.
I don't know that it's fully kicked in for me just yet. I mean, I know it's hard on the kids.
So even though it was devastating to lose almost everything to a wildfire, Brendan Williams says the fact that his family is okay is really all that matters to him.
No, that's not true.
And there's more in Fire Watch this morning as we continue our coverage of the massive Dixie Fire.
You see, Brethren, there are a lot of people that are losing their home. The Most High is literally sweeping those people of the land. Why? And then again, in the book of Mormon, if you look at the book of Eder, okay, second Eder, I believe, verse 9. Okay, in the book of Eder, verse 9, the whole chapter, it's pretty interesting. And now we can behold the decrees of YAHAWAH concerning this land, that it is a land of promise. Okay, this land wasn't promised today. This land wasn't promised to the Gentiles. He wasn't promised to the heathens. He was promised to us. Okay, and then it's a land of promise. And whatsoever nation shall possess it shall serve God. Whoever is on the land, if the Most High put you on the land, you should serve him. But you guys been serving Satan. That's all you guys been doing. In the sealed book of portion, you guys been serving Lucifer. You did not serve YAHAWAH in his land. You did not serve Ahaya, Adonai, Yahusha. You did not serve him. You served Satan. And because that you did not, or they shall be swept off when the fullness of his wrath shall come upon them. Okay? And the fullness of his wrath cometh upon them when they are ripening in iniquity. You guys are good. This is harvest. The Most High is harvesting the vineyard. He's pruning the vineyard right now. Everybody's getting rewarded. This is your reward. And we haven't get our reward yet. Okay? This is harvest time.
It is noted that the fire was the largest this summer in the country, as well as in this region in 20 years.
Look at this.
Burns
right?
near the popular resort.
This is in France, right? Look at this. Right, this is in France. Got a giant plume. Yep. All right. You barely escaped. This is your technology. You know, 2 airplanes dropping fire retardant. Well, 3. Look at this. The whole place is burning. It's all around the world, brothers. All around. All around the world. Okay? All right? Okay, those people are taking the horses. Okay, the cattle. See, the houses are burnt. This is burnt. All right? Well, this could be anywhere. They just put this picture over there. All right? Those people are fleeing.
It is noted that the fire was the largest this summer in the country, as well as in this region in 20 years.
All right,
Burns
there you
near
go.
the popular resort town of Saint-Tropez.
Have you seen this? Have you noticed that it's always in a place where those people are having their resort, they're having their vacation, they're having their camping, they're having their leisure, their DNT of life. You see that the Most High is destroying those places.
Thousands of people were evacuated.
Okay.
Among them are locals and tourists. In a few days, 7,000 hectares of forest were burned out.
Wow.
More than 1,000 firefighters extinguished the fire, work on the ground and from the air. But the situation is complicated by hot, dry weather. And also Mistral. This is the name of a strong northwest wind. Its speed is almost 50 kilometers per hour. And therefore the fire is spreading rapidly. The fire broke out on Monday evening near a motorway rest stop and covered 5,000 hectares of land in the southeastern region of Var. According to the local prefecture, 29 people were injured, including 5 firefighters, mainly due to smoke inhalation. The smell of smoke is felt before Frasier's. The road near the fire was blocked, and evacuees are not advised to return home yet. It is noted to have caught fire near the town of Gonferin.
I think this is here in the United States. In France, they don't have those type of cars, those giant freaking Ford. They mostly have a little smoke. Let's see if the fire in Turkey is still going on. Fire in Turkey. Let's get a little update. 2 weeks. Let's filter that. See if there's anything. Okay, it's still going on, but I don't like taking those. Okay, there's a flood in Turkey, all right? Okay, they are still. This thing is still going on in Turkey. Turkish man tried to save a rabbit. Let's see this. Okay, trying to save a rabbit from the fire. Okay, this thing is still burning. Really? All right, he saved that rabbit. The whole place is burning down, man. The whole place, the whole earth, okay? Fire in Russia, wildfire. Let me see. It's been burning since some months ago. We just watched a week ago. Let's see. Let me get it. Wildfire in Siberia, Russia. See if we have any update yet. Because it's still burning, beloved. Okay, we already report this. Let me see that. This is a day ago. Let's watch this. Okay, you see precision fire. You see all the houses are burnt to crisp. They just burn. Okay, look at this. The whole place that was in there. This is in Siberia, a Russian village. Okay.
Заработанные деньги я выкладывал все на дому, чтобы дом.
They look like Moabites though, but hey, you know, well they are, but they are in Siberia. Okay. A lot of Mongolian. It's like Siberia. It's pretty big. It's like uncharted place, a crazy place.
Дом полностью меблированный был. Я жил практически там. Все сгорело, ничего не осталось.
Look at this, man. Look at this, brothers. And then the news are not reporting this. Okay, and then after the fire, you see those firefighters come over there and then, you know, put the hot spot, you know, the whole thing, you know, they lost everything, okay? Okay, you can see the sorrow.
Сгоревшие дома,
Okay,
все,
and
что
then
от
the
них
army
осталось,
came
сейчас
in and cleared things
расчищаем
out.
вручную, также.
That's what your army is busy of doing. You cannot assemble and bring Jacob's trouble. All you can do right now is cling after the Mosai. That's the army job. All praises to the Mosai. Yes, the fast to keep them busy, they are busy. Okay, this was like yesterday. The whole thing, you know, it's crazy. Jesus is like a bomb has gone off. The poor resident thinking all of the affected have lost everything. Yes, it's like a bomb. Okay, looks Chinese to me because they are Moabites. That's how they hide. They hide behind the word Chinese. Okay, when you look at them, okay, they are Moabites. Okay, it's not that he's not what you're calling Russian. He's a Moabites that live there. They're all over the place. And the Mosai is judging them. All praises. How long we are? Oops.
Just how thick the smoke is in that area. What can you tell us about the overall air quality?
You already watched this?
Oh, well, you know what? A picture is worth 1,000 words. Just look back behind me here. This is Jenkinson Lake. We're in Pollock Pines. This particular area has been evacuated, but I definitely think the sky pretty much tells a story. So when we were here earlier, before the sun came up, you knew it was smoky, but now that the sun has come up, and just so you know, I don't see the sun. That's just how obscured the sky is. It just lets you know that air quality is really going to be a problem for people who are downwind of the Calder fire, like the Pollock Pines area, where we are looking at some hazardous air quality. So we throw out a lot of terms with air quality, and I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of break it down for you. The term we've been using is AQI, Air Quality Index. So what does that mean? Air Quality Index is a reading that kind of tells you how much small
that's the stuff. That's the thing. Well, there's science, but you know that the air quality is horrible over there, devastating. We don't need to poison these poor anchors to tell us that the air is toxic. Well, it is. It is quite toxic, okay? That's what N95 mask is more or less only good for when perfectly fitted, which is seldom the case. California need mask mandate 24. Yeah, great mask looks good on your scum. Okay.
2 people dead after being washed away in floodwaters outside of Carefree. Their bodies were found around the Camp Creek Wash near Needle Rock recreation site. This is video from that area, by the way. The sheriff's office involved in several rescues that day.
Brothers, look at the speed of the water. Damn. This is a monsoon over there in Arizona. Is that what that is? Yes, in Arizona, okay? That's today, the 20th. Look at the speed of the water,
that day. The victims were reported missing by an off-road rental company. They told the sheriff's office they had an unreturned UTV rental.
UTV.
Rescue teams found the vehicle buried in sand and debris, along with the bodies of a man and a woman still in the UTV.
So they die. And beloved, for those of you that been following us or been following the Most High, being a witness, have you noticed that, again, we say this again, a lot of the time, well, not a lot, all the time things, they are finding those people that is either they were doing something that they were enjoying themselves, or they were trying to camp, or they were at a resort, or they were on the vacation, or they were in hiking, or they were going to those redneck mud thing with those giant monster trucks. And the monster trucks, the two family, a wife and a husband, get into an argument. And then I think the wife killed the husband and run over him. This couple, this Moabite and Edomite couple, they were going to go hiking, and their dog, they mysteriously died. And then that TikTok kid that was doing this TikTok Timbo the redneck, he was doing things with his truck, and then he fell out of the truck, and then the truck fell right on top of him and killed him. And what happened again? A bunch of people over there in Turkey, Greece, France, all those things are burning down. And then you find out those two people, they rent a UTV for a vacation, and then a monsoon caught them, and then they die in it. And they die. How do you die? How could you not? They could not outrun with that freaking fast UTV. They could not outrun the thing, the water. Okay. I've been caught in a desert monsoon during the middle of an off-road motorcycle race. It's perhaps one of the more confusing and unsettling experiences you can have. Right along a major earthquake, it doesn't seem real seeing that much water accumulate and move in such a rapid amount of time. It's true. Okay, it's true. All right. So things like that, they're keeping them really low on the news. This is Fox News, local news, like not even 2,000 views. So yeah, the Most High is moving. It's literally swept those people off the land. All praises to the Most High.
All right, let's take a look outside where, I mean, it has just been a picture perfect day. It is a shame that we're doing this newscast indoors, although the AC is nice.
Yeah, we should petition to do it outside, right? When the weather's this nice, maybe be outside. But yeah, there are pros and cons to it. Yeah, honestly, Brandon, it's been so nice having the rain chances.
Yeah, I should have watched this about all those chattering. Anyway, so mostly dry Saturday in South Florida, and sawdust and is coming. What? Mostly dry Saturday in South Florida, and sawdust is coming. What those things? Anyway, so there is let me see. There we go. Let's get to it right here. All right.
Showers and maybe a rumble to a thunder with that. Otherwise, the rest of the Keys and even up towards Miami-Dade and Broward, just not seeing much in terms of rain. We do have some dry air sticking around. There is a slight surge in moisture. We're kind of in between both of those tropical systems. So I think we may get a bump in rain chances by the end of the weekend, but it's not looking like a whole lot. This is on Saturday. Our model is still very consistent. This is the new model run versus what I showed at noon, and it's almost identical where we have a couple small little pop-ups, but these are mostly inland communities. We're not seeing too much if you're headed down to the beaches. So rain chance, we have no more than about 20% tomorrow. But on Sunday, things do change. We get some of these to 40% there. So a few spotty weekend storms, and then the drier air tends to move in next week, especially a strong push of some Saharan dust is back, and that'll cap our rain chances.
Okay, this is what I want. You see, we see how they mention it at the end. The Sahara dust is back. What they are seeing, brothers, this thing that keep coming out of the Sahara Desert, it never stopped. They thought it was a fluke when they saw the Sahara Desert keep sending the sand, and that's how you see the weathers are acting all that. He keep coming in. You know, today is the 20th. He keep coming in, and then the weather's going to be like this. All right?
6. So Tulsa, Oklahoma rescue teams were dispatched to recover a body from the Arkansas River. That's a very grim task.
Yeah.
So imagine their surprise when they got close enough to see the so-called victim actually was alive and well.
This is weird.
He was just napping.
What?
On a lazy summer day on the river.
With clothes on? Fully dressed. His pulse?
No,
look, he just gets up.
He was fine.
Oh.
That guy was drunk out of his mind. Guy napping mistaken for a dead body. Those are the typical backwarded bucktooth monsters. They just sleep. They just sleep anywhere.
He was fine.
This is so weird.
Okay, so I don't know why the rescuers were. It says the rescuers were embarrassed. I don't know why they should be embarrassed. Why should they be embarrassed? I mean, it looked like a legitimate call. But they are asking Tulsans to, don't do that. Don't nap on the river.
Don't.
This guy is just taking a nap in the. Oh man, this is the confusion, man. You see, back then they would have checked, they would have called this dude and then stuff. See, it's the confusion. All praises. They just that guy was just taking a nap, man. He's tired of life. He's just taking a nap. Like, hey man, I'm not dead yet. Not yet. I will, but not now. All praise.
And we are following some breaking news for you this morning. Sky 2 is over the Westlake area where a body was found in the lake at MacArthur Park. At this point, police have not been able to confirm any further details, but we, of course, will continue to follow this breaking story and bring you any updates as we get them.
See, that's why they had to go get that other guy. They keep finding dead bodies in the lake and the rivers. We've seen this a lot. All praises.
Slammed ashore last night, hitting SoCal beaches up and down the coast.
That's right. And CBS 2's Joy Benedict is live in Malibu this morning with the very latest on the dangerous surf this morning. Hi, Joy.
Hey, Serene, that's right. She is the mighty Pacific for a reason, and sometimes she likes to show that might all up and down the coast, and that's exactly what we're going to be seeing here in the next couple of days. But we are live this morning in Malibu. We're by Westward Beach and the road, and you can see it's closed off, and it's closed off for good reason.
Now, again, as you can see, the Manasseh is being very precise, okay? He's shutting down the beach. He's sending the shark. He's sending all kind of animals, the coyotes to the beach. He's sending some dude sleeping, I don't know, out of his mind, look like he's dead. The people fear not to come to the beach, the river. He's sending some type of a massive amount of powerful wave, close the beach. You're going to see in the next videos, there is a massive amount of, they call them sand dollars. This is the first time I ever heard of this animal. Sand dollars closing the beach. He doesn't want them to enjoy the land anymore. All praises to the Most High.
Take a look at this video from late last night or yesterday evening. As you could see, part of the roadway itself was literally washed away into the ocean because of that high tide yesterday and overnight. That section of the roadway leading to Westward Beach parking lot did wash out. Now the roadway evening. As you could see, part of the roadway itself was literally washed away into the ocean because of that high tide yesterday and overnight. That section of the roadway leading to Westward Beach parking lot did wash out. Now, the roadway and the parking lot will remain closed until the roadway is repaired. That may not happen until after Labor Day weekend. Take a look at this video also from here in Malibu, not too far away. This is, of course, the lifeguard tower, and you can see the high surf flooded the sand everywhere with a beach hazard statement in effect through Saturday night. There will be elevated surf, high tide, strong rip currents everywhere. If you do go into the water to swim or to surf, make sure you do it in front of an open lifeguard tower if you are not a strong swimmer. But of course, these waves aren't all bad.
No, they're not. They're not. Okay, look at this.
No one loves the swells more than the surfers. This video comes from Newport Beach, and that's where they took to the famous wedge surf break at the tip of the peninsula. Now, some preps are also underway by the city to build up sand berms along the beach to try and protect the homes if those swells get too big. But surfers, of course, say it's one of the biggest swells to hit the peninsula so far this year, and they are loving it and plan to be out there. One more video I want to show you. This one comes from Laguna Beach as big waves slammed ashore, hitting the south-facing beaches up and down the coast. This is Victoria Beach in Laguna. You can see those waves were so high they were hitting the patio, second-story decks, even the roof of that hotel. So that just shows you just how dangerous and how lovely the ocean can be, as it really does give us mixed emotions. But
well, so hell is giving them hell. All praises to the Most High. Let's move.
A strange sight on the Oregon coast. Thousands of sand dollars washed up, and experts aren't sure why. Fox 12's Brian McMillan joins us live with this story, Brian, and with what the Seaside Aquarium has to say about this. That's a lot of sand dollars.
Yeah, I've never personally found an intact sand dollar on the Oregon coast. I've been going there most of my life. Look at all these things. Look at them. Yeah, over the weekend, thousands of these creatures still alive washed up on the beach on the south end of Seaside. And I talked with Tiffany Booth at the Seaside Aquarium. She says sand dollars are like flattened sea urchins, and they're related to sea stars. Now, when they're alive, they're usually purple and fuzzy. And she says marine biologists aren't sure why this is happening, but it's likely just an isolated event. They are.
That's not what that is. This is plague number 3, destruction by pestilence among the cattle. You see, those animals are running away from the sea because there's something that's coming out of the sea. Okay, this is the first time I ever heard of this animal, sand dollars.
According to Wikipedia, sand dollars are species of flat, burrowing sea urchins belonging to the order Clypeasteroida.
The first time I ever heard of this animal. They look like starfish, but they are closer to sea urchin. Sea urchin. Okay, all right. Okay, sea urchin. You know, you would have think those. You see this? They eat them. Okay. There's a video I used to show when we started this channel. Okay, let me see if we still have it. Okay. Chinese girl eating sea urchin. Okay, see all those the horrible, disgusting things those people are eating. Look at this. Look at the horrible things they are eating. Horrible. Okay.
再次挑战用嘴开开弹，有老铁私信我说，平妹用一个开一个没意思，要开就开2个。 行，这次的双击，如果我开2的话，双击会更多。哎呦我的天哪，无法下嘴。双击，再来一个。哎呦我的天哪，好多次啊！ Hunger.
And people are wondering why we have corona. And people are wondering why we do those things, why we have those things. That's what those people do. They eat all sort of nonsense.
老铁们，马上开播！先把它打晕，一会儿烫它，
Okay, this thing is alive. Okay, this is like a clam animal. Okay.
老铁们，马上直播啦！我来了，看这个小海豹。
They eat all kind of garbage. Okay, they're eating all kind of disgusting thing. And they do
老
this
铁，
thing
鲍
for
鱼
you.
吃之前，先让它活动活动筋骨，看
All
上
kind
面
of
须的，
disgusting
看
thing.
它的触角。
Okay, those things are alive. All right. She's eating them alive. Put some soy sauce. See
活
that
动活
thing
动，
is
下个视
moving.
频开照。那么
It's
大个
alive.
鱼，
I know, beloved, this is disgusting. Okay.
仔细观察一下。
All right. This is disgusting. That's why the Most High says you should not eat those shellfish and stuff.
好了吗？
They don't kill them. They don't cook them. They just eat them alive. And put some soy sauce in there. All right. Just put some soy sauce. And then they eat them. Disgusting.
劲蛮大的。
All right. And then they eat them. 3 squeak meal. Okay. I didn't want to bring this, brother, but okay. All right, that's an octopus. Okay. There you go. Those people eat all sort of food. They are eating them alive, brothers. That's like it's something that they do. You know, the live shrimp, they just eat them alive. Okay. Let me see what she was eating alive here. Okay, frog, alive. Okay, cut the frog down. They uncook, you know, soy sauce. And then they will eat them. And our people love this. Big Levi, the frog tastes like chicken, man. It's good, man. As long as it's good. Yeah, that's what she said. It's good. Okay, live shrimp. They just eat them alive. Live shrimp. The shrimp is, they just cut the hard part, and then the shrimp's still alive. Okay. Live fish. You can see the fishes are moving in the bowl. They eat it with all the guts in it. All right. Okay. Live fish. Oh man. See, fish is still alive. They season the fish alive. See, those are mouse, little mice. Okay, the mice is all alive. Okay, they are baby mice. Okay, they just took them alive. Okay, they put them a little soy sauce in there. Okay, and then they eat it. All praises to the Most High. And you understand why we have a diary law. Okay, it's called the 3 squeaks meal. The 3 squeak meal. All right, where people eating mice, they eating mouse like alive. They just eat them. Okay, they are eating all sort of thing, all sort of garbage thing. Okay. That's why you're not supposed to be in the midst of those people. They're eating snakes alive and worms and all that. Boy, how do we get from this thing to over there? My apology, brethren. Certain one of those things, brothers, we have to bring them in. Again, those $10 are washing ashore. Okay, the people cannot enjoy the beach because of these things. And they eat those things over there in China, okay?
Sand dollars have washed up in Gerhardt and on the northern seaside beaches. But finding this many washed up alive is unusual. These stranded creatures will dry up and die, which will mean a very stinky beach soon.
Exactly. So the Most High is making it that they cannot enjoy the blessing anymore. They can't go to the restaurant because, one, you need to get the cure, but even if you get the cure, you still catch it. They can't go to the movie because some scumbag demon always go over there and then start popping people with popcorn. They can't go to the water park because somebody always die over there. They can't go to nowhere. They can't go to the beach. Either they get attacked by a coyote, shark, or some type of weird animal, or the beach smells so bad. Listen to what they are saying, beloved.
Probably going to survive. You could put them back in the water if you found live ones, but most likely they're just going to wash back in. Yeah. There's something that's going on right now, whether it's current.
They don't know what's going on. The Most High is doing this to make their lives uncomfortable, and this has something to do with the bigger creature that is in the water. Okay, the Most High is doing this to keep them off the beach so they may not enjoy the ley line that flow to the beach, the energy.
Or there's a lot of different contributing factors that is causing.
You don't know. You don't know that. You don't know that.
Now, Tiffany says not to worry. This does happen in other areas along the Oregon coast every few years.
You should be worried. You should be worried. Again, beloved, this happened in Oregon coast. Remember, we find the opa fish in Oregon. Okay, this is the message the Most High is sending to us, the opa fish. Okay?
According to Wikipedia,
okay, remember the opa fish? You know, this is symbolic to us. This means like good stuff for us. It means tribulation for them. Okay, and it's pretty good. Now, this is pretty much self-explanatory. $10. Sand. You can never count sand. Sand is too much. The seed of Abraham, the Most High are going to make the seed of Jacob like the sand upon the sea. $10. We're gonna have infinite amount of wealth. $10. That's the message here to us, but to them, it's completely the opposite. All praises to the Most High. I wish I had a little beat here. I would pray. I'll pray a little music, but it's already 7:12, and we don't have the time.
It only represents a very small fraction of the sand dollar population out there along the Oregon coast. We're also told, this is important, if you find one of the fuzzy ones, whether it's dead or alive, you probably don't want to take it home because it's going to start to smell really, really bad as it decomposes.
So can you imagine the smell of this beach? All praises to the Most High. You know what the Most High is doing. Okay. So now, this video, beloved, you watch this little boy, again, that what happened here was plague number 3, destruction by pestilences among the cattle. Okay, animal. Cattle in that case mean animal. Now watch this. I wasn't going to play this. They're probably going to flag my video, but you know, viewer discretion is advised. So look at the kids. Okay, watch it. This is the alligator right here. Look, keep your eyes on the kids. That's a woman. Okay, that's a woman. Okay, the alligator cut her hand. Okay, all right. All right, they were doing a show for the kids. Again, they came in to enjoy. The alligator got her hand right there. Look at the kids. Look at the kids. Look at the kids. Okay, that's the death row. Look at the kids. The kids still watching. You know how traumatized that is to them? They see this woman's hands getting cut off because those animals, they used to obey them, not anymore. And thank you, whoever was filming this. It filmed it like grandly. Okay, hold the camera the right way. We got a full screen of this. Okay, again, the reason why I don't do it the whole full screen because it will take too much space, but we'll do it on a theater way, the theater mode. All right. Okay. Okay. So it's going to do the death row. So he won't let go. He won't let go. You know? He won't let go. He won't let go. And this thing can they bite. take a gun, shoot it in the head, kill it. Okay? So, are you all right? You got to be freaking kidding me. You got to be kidding me. This woman's hand is inside of an alligator's mouth. Okay? If this dude, you see, that guy have to. Okay, so let it go. Let her go. This dude tried to get up. This thing is strong. All right, this thing is very strong. No, he's not big. This is crazy. Yep. Crazy.
Amy! Come here. She's dead.
Hey. That dude holding ass, man. I'm out of here. All praises to the Most High, beloved. This is plague number 7. Wild beasts will be their grave. You are going to see this. You're going to see that the animals attack is going to become a lot more common. This is like the 11 for 12 alligator or crocodile attack we see, brothers. They are going to become much more common. Okay, all praises. Let us keep on moving.
Latest COVID case numbers. Florida reporting more than 15,000 new cases. That's 8,000 fewer cases than yesterday. Florida is still setting records for the number of COVID patients in the hospital. Nearly 17,000 people admitted with COVID-19. Miami-Dade and Broward leading with the most admissions.
We've really gone up in terms of the numbers of cases that we're seeing every week and per 100,000, which makes us the epicenter for COVID-19.
That's a strange number they have there. What is this number? Let me enlarge it for the people. This is a very strange number they have right there. This is, you know what to do, but anyway, all praises. Let's keep on moving.
For COVID-19 in the United States.
Some positive numbers here. 64% of people in Miami-Dade are fully vaccinated, and in Broward, it's nearly 54%.
54%. All right. Okay, what is this? Oh, yeah, that's stuff. All praises. Let us keep on moving.
3 U.S. senators, each fully vaccinated, announced on Thursday they'd tested positive for COVID-19. Republican Roger Wicker of Mississippi, the top Republican on the Senate Commerce Committee, experienced mild symptoms, his office said, but that he was in good health and being treated by his Mississippi-based physician. Independent Angus King of Maine was tested as a precaution after he began feeling unwell on Wednesday. While I am not feeling great, I am definitely feeling much better than I would have without the vaccine,
Of
King
course,
said in a
of
statement,
course.
adding that
How do you know this? Whatever. We have no comments.
he began feeling mildly feverish on Wednesday. He urged Americans to get vaccinated and said, quote, "The virus is not done with us yet." Later on Thursday, U.S. Senator John Hickenlooper became the 3rd U.S. Senator to publicly disclose his positive COVID diagnosis. The Democrat from Colorado says he feels good but will isolate. In a tweet, he wrote, "I'm grateful for the vaccine and the scientists behind it for limiting my symptoms. If you haven't gotten your shot, get it today, and a booster when it's available too."
Latest COVID case numbers. Florida.
All praises. We have no comments. All praises.
In coronavirus tests a week. The baseline test before students and staff return to campus found 3,600 positive cases.
And some schools are already reporting positive cases.
More than 3,600. You know what to do. LAUSD student and staff test positive and baseline testing prior to start of class. That's like prior to start of class, 3,600. All praises. And then you're telling me the destruction is not upon those people? Come on, man.
KCAL9's Christina Lazar has a look at how the cases will be handled.
My daughter started at a brand new school yesterday in 4th grade, and she came home beaming.
Kaden Chernoff's daughter was back on campus after 17 months at home.
But just a few hours after she arrived home from school, her mom got this email saying a positive case was discovered in a classroom an hour after school started.
I thought it might take a few days at least before we might hear about a COVID case.
Chernoff, who works full-time as an education consultant, thinks this will now be our new normal.
It's really disconcerting.
Wait.
It makes me wonder if...
Thanks. It is your new normal. It's just going to take you people a little time to accept this, but this is the new normal. You cannot vanquish this thing. Not your cure, whatever you... This that thing even recording right now. It is. Not your cue. Nothing you can do will defeat this. This is your new normal. That's how the Messiah is, slowly but surely cleaning the vineyard and cleaning the land and get yours.
all of us parents are doing the right thing.
LAUSD has not released how many COVID cases it's seen since school started this week, but it did release its baseline numbers when all students and staff had to test before returning to campus. 3,255 students and 399 staff tested positive for a total of more than 3,600 cases. There was an average positivity rate of 0.8%, and 81% of students and staff took a baseline test.
You see, the number 9 is all over. When you're watching this, and they said like the total is 3654. 3 plus 6, 9, 5 plus 4, 9, destruction, double, 9, 9, 99 plus, 9 plus 9 equals 18, 18, 1 plus 8 equals 9. And
cases.
then here again,
there was an average positivity rate of 0.8%,
okay,
and 81%.
81, 8 plus 1, 9. The destruction is all over.
Of students and staff took a baseline test.
Initially, those numbers seem scary, right? 3,600 kids. But when you look at
that it is scary. It is. I mean, you'll be out of your freaking... We have no comments.
Many kids are being tested. That number is well below the community rate.
Jenna Schwartz is an LAUSD parent and runs a Facebook page.
To them, that's how it's going to stay. And then every time they're going to test, it's going to be more and more and more.
Page for LAUSD parents and staff. She does have concerns about what will happen if a child has to quarantine.
I'm getting a lot of what I call non-answers, which is they're going to follow the curriculum. They're going to meet the needs of the student, but that's not an answer.
Oliver Latch's 3 sons had to quarantine last week after the oldest was exposed to COVID at a summer bridge program.
We are just kind of waiting, right, for the hammer to fall at some point. And it's, yes, so it's a very, very considered, informed risk.
We asked LAUSD about that COVID case at the elementary school, and late today they got back to us and said after investigating, they've...
Her last name is Lazar. Okay. Lazar. She hold the mic, which is number 9. Lazarus. All right then. Wow. Death, destruction, anyway.
We've now determined that it was not a positive COVID case.
Whatever. All praises, man.
6:32, strict new COVID rules now in effect in San Francisco.
Yeah, if you want to enter indoor businesses like bars, restaurants, and gyms, you must verify your vaccination.
KPIX5's Justin Andrews is live at Eden Fitness Studio this morning. Justin, how have...
Okay, a Negro reporting. Look at this Negro right here. Always put one of our people there, set up everything, let them be clown. Look at this.
Has the owner prepared for this? Oh, look at you, pumping a little iron, quote unquote.
Strong man.
Yeah, this is my wrong. This is a real dumbbell. There we go.
Yeah, make it fun. You know, our people like this type of scumbag stuff.
More like it.
We're live inside Eden's Fitness Studio this morning. I have Tammy Fox. She is training her client Melinda, who lost a lot of weight for what? How long have you been with Tammy?
We started in early 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, and I lost 65 pounds.
Again, anyway, so if you need to go to enjoy the blessing, you gotta take that cure. You know, you gotta go down with them. They're going straight to that horrible and terrible place. You know, they're not. You see what the Mosiah did here? Anybody can tell me the shirt, what she's wearing? They're not going to Atlantis, baby. Oh boy, I've been sitting for a while. All praises to the Most High. They are not going to that place this woman wear this shirt. They are not going back to step number 1. We're already in step number 10. They can't go back to step number 1. Eden. They can't go there. This is all the Most High messages. All praises, okay? They got the people that look like us being there, interview them. Oh, take the thing. All praises, man. We don't care.
With hospitalization,
we can always cook at home. We can always exercise at home, like I'm doing right now. Like a lot of brethren are doing. They are biking. People are spending time with their family, with themselves, instead of going to those freaking places.
Hitting their highest point since January.
And the coronavirus claiming more lives here in South Florida, including Fort-Lauderdale police officer. She is being remembered today.
Oh, it's so tragic there. And Local 10 News reporter Parker Branson joins us live from Margate.
And that's where memorial services are underway soon. Parker.
And Gio, you can see all of the Fort Lauderdale police cars lined up here outside of the church where Officer Jennifer Seapot's funeral service is underway. She is one of 3 South Florida officers who lost their life to COVID-19. 2 of those funerals happening today, and hundreds are gathering to remember their lives. 27-year-old Fort Lauderdale police officer Jennifer Seapot, 42-year-old Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Lazaro Febles, and most recently, 25-year Miami Beach police officer veteran Edward Perez.
Again, what you're seeing here, beloved, again, we've been talking about this, how those people were supposed to be the one that would bring Jacob's trouble, okay? They don't wear the hood now, okay? Those are the guys that wear the hood over their heads. And then they go in our neighborhood, they'll shoot our people down. You can't see them because they're wearing a white hood. And then those are the guys that do all the sort of stuff and all the injustice. And now look at them. Look at them. They okay, if those 3 people, will they be able to bring Jacob's trouble? How are they going to do this? They are too busy dying right now. They are too busy. Those people think this is a game. And according to the video the beloved sister Lisa Cabrera bring out, the number 1 killer of those folks, this cursed be the law enforcement, cursed be the military, is the Warner. Whether you take the cure, you don't take the cure, it doesn't matter. You are going. And all of them, they were fully cured. If I'm not mistaken. Let us hear this, though.
All losing their lives to COVID-19. Seapot's funeral held early in the day Friday. Ladder trucks hoisting an American flag sky high as hundreds arrived to pay their respects at Abundant Life Church in Margate. Seapot worked with the department close to 4 years. Her car now sitting outside the police department, decorated with flowers in her memory. She leaves behind a child and husband. A procession captured Sunday for FHP trooper Lazaro Febles, law enforcement saluting the flag-draped casket. Febles will also be laid to rest today. His service will be at Our Lady of Guadalupe Catholic Church in Southwest Miami-Dade.
And again, you are seeing all of those people, they were Christian. Okay, those are the people that uphold the law. They uphold the law of men above the law of the Most High. The Most High told you in the book of Eder, chapter 2, verse 9, that this land is a promised land. Whoever is in this land must serve him. They must follow his law. And then that's why you see these things are happening. And then it's going to keep happening. Those are the people that they allow the public to see, but most of them gone.
He was a trooper with FHP for more than 11 years, a father and a family man. Seapot and Lazaro passed away over the weekend. Then, more difficult news Thursday afternoon. Miami Beach Police announcing the death of Officer Edward Perez. The police chief describing Perez as a truly beloved and hardworking member of the Miami Beach family.
Okay, in less than a week, they are losing people every single week. Brothers, it's not like those people went on vacation. It's not like those people went somewhere, they transferred to another station, to another place, to another county. They are no more. Then they now need at least 3 to replace them. Where are they going to find that? Where? How are they going to bring Jacob's trouble? This is those people, tribulation, stay out of it.
Perez is survived by his wife and daughter. First responders, families, and friends across the state and country are mourning the loss of these beloved South Florida law enforcement officers who lost their battle with COVID-19.
All right, so that's what happened, man. That girl was only 27 and she died of, this stuff, okay? And school is still open. I feel sorry for the children, okay? The question is where they were cured. Okay, they were cured. There you go. This is those guys, false flag. For everything is false flag. It's not real. False flag. It's not real. And that's those people. Our people love this. They love when people say it's not real, and they're like, Big Levi, you didn't check the story, man. The Illuminati put this over there to scare us and stuff. Nah, man, those people are dying. All praises to the Most High. And then this is plague number 8, pestilence. Okay, there's a pestilence among the land. All right.
Metro riders are still dealing with big delays on the Burlington Northern Santa Fe line after a train hit a pedestrian this morning. It happened near the Harlem station after 6:30. Police are investigating exactly what happened, but we do know the person has died. Metro canceled at least 15 trains because of the accident. Trains that did run had major delays.
All praises. And then we know this is the ley line, and those train, they run to the train tracks. So all praises. Oh, and talking about that, my wife is about to go to one of her auntie. Her husband died of this thing, of the plague, and I'm just rushing this video so we can go over there and talk to the auntie and pay our respect. They are massive Christian though, so he's gone. Okay, he's not going on vacation. He's coming back. This man is no more. All praises. All right.
Burbank Airport, 2 planes actually bumping into each other out here on the taxiway. This is actually a huge deal in aviation. Both these aircraft are going to be down for quite some time for that inspection.
Okay, so this is the ley line again at the airport. And you see, beloved, a lot of things are happening at the airport. Those 2 airplanes, they bump wings.
There's a really tight shot of it. It almost looks like they're holding hands, but definitely they are not. No injuries, no passengers in either of those planes. That American plane was actually being tugged or towed out to a different location when this collision happened. As for the airport itself, well, Burbank Airport was closed momentarily after the collision. Right now, they're only using 1 runway. There's going to be some flight delays. As you can see, a number of aircraft are out here.
All praises, all praises. This is the Most High, ley line.
A wrong-way driver on the Stevenson caused an overnight crash at Cicero, which killed 3 people. Illinois State Police say the wayward driver and a passenger in her car were killed, along with the man driving the other vehicle. Police identified 2 of the deceased as 54-year-old Khalid Jaber and this woman, 26-year-old Rella.
Okay, the fellow was not him though, not him. Okay, this is probably her father. She was with her father, 54 years old. You know what to do. Let's listen to this again. Okay.
Identified 2 of the deceased as 54-year-old Khalid Jaber and this woman, 26-year-old Rella Nori Bird. Her husband says she was a passenger in one of the cars. A 3rd victim has not yet been ID'd.
So as you can see, brothers, a lot of one-way crash. They are happening. A lot of people are dying, and so we don't know this person. I don't know her, and I got the destruction 54, the father and her, and I'm assuming they were Christian family, so they are no longer here, no more. The fathers claim
more victims, this time in the Germantown section, during a drive-by shooting outside of a barber shop. Police walked Germantown Avenue, counting bullet casing after bullet casing. 3 men and 1 woman are in the hospital now with injuries, while another man is dead, shot in the head. Action News reporter Dan Cuellar is live at police headquarters with the latest on what we know. Good morning. Good evening.
You see, this is how unprofessional those people are. Good morning. Good evening. There you go.
Good evening, Tamala. Police right now are still gathering information, but right now they're looking for a green car they believe that was involved in this heinous drive-by shooting on a very busy street with many people passing by on foot and by motor vehicle. Police say it was a drive-by in broad daylight at 5:30 in the middle of rush hour. When the smoke cleared, 5 people had been shot.
The vehicle was traveling south on Germantown, and at least one person, possibly two, from that vehicle opened fire.
It happened in front of the R Brothers Barbershop in the 5100 block of Germantown Ave. A 28-year-old man killed, 4 others, including a 28-year-old woman, were wounded.
I can't tell you why somebody at 5:30 in the evening would open fire on a group of people in broad daylight.
Police say at least 15 shots were fired from 2 different caliber weapons.
Drive-by shootings. It don't stop. Somebody got to stop it.
Okay, always get the most backwarded buck-tooth monster among us and then put it in front of the camera and then tell the story. Tell the story. This is the plague. This is plague number 9, execution by the sword. Okay? Execution by the sword, and also plague number 5, destruction, because 15 people got hurt. Is that what that is? Yeah, 15 people got shot. No, wait. 4 people got injured. 1 died. 15 shot fired. Okay?
Somebody got to stop.
Lamont King says among those shot was his 41-year-old cousin.
Okay.
Police say at least 15 shots were fired from 2 different caliber weapons.
Drive-by shootings. It don't stop. Somebody got to stop it. Somebody got to stop.
Lamont King says among those...
It's always like this, and then they never get somebody say, "Hey man, these things are happening because you tutored or in the bar early in the morning." Is that what that was? Or during the day, enjoying, drinking, and partying and stuff, and the Most High send another bunch of demons and take you guys out. That's what that is.
Those shot was his 41-year-old cousin, who is hospitalized. He says his buddy Mac was the one who was killed. He notes they no longer wait till nighttime to kill you.
But the time of the day, you don't know when.
Okay, so again, before we know what's going on, we know how the Most High does it. Okay, so we're going to watch this dude right here. You're going to see. Let me just see if I can get a better angle.
Wait till nighttime to kill you.
But the time of the day.
Okay, you can see around his neck the mark of the beast, the crucifix. Okay, all right, he has this around his neck. So the Most High make it. He's a marked man. The Most High marked them. Okay, that's what that is. That's what it is. You see the mark of the beast right here. So, and he shows you those people are the Christians. Those are the Christian values. That's why those, this thing is happening to them. That's the Most High speaking here. All praises to the Most High. That's what that is. Okay, you see this countless of time. Okay, all praises. So we cannot intervene for those people. That's what happened.
When you gonna go, man?
At City Hall, a crowd gathered outside demanding something. He notes they no longer wait till nighttime to kill you.
But the time of the day, you don't know when you're gonna go, man.
At City Hall, a crowd gathered outside demanding something be done about all the gun violence that has plagued the city for almost 2 years now.
It's crazy. I don't feel safe walking in my own city. I mean, I've been here 64 years, and I don't feel safe. That's not good.
Some groups have been clamoring for the governor to call in the National Guard to help, but the mayor and police do not believe that will help.
All right, very professional. Yes, baby. You guys all ready? Okay. So, what was it again? Your auntie? Yeah. So where did that fellow die again?
What fellow?
Her husband died? Is that?
Yeah, he died. Yeah.
Okay.
He died like 2 days ago. From COVID.
Did he get vaccinated?
No.
Oh boy. Boy, I won't have time to do this. It's an hour and 40.
We're not gonna stay long. We're just gonna go in.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to publish this video at 8:30, so it's 9:40. It's up 7:40, so I would need like a little time to do this to finish that. But if I go, I'll be back here by 10. It's gonna be too late and stuff. Is the people over there? You know what? Let me just pause this and stuff. All right, 9:41. This video gonna be released at least at 11 p.m. Crazy, man. Oh, did they cut the internet? The cat came in my room. The cat came in here. Yeah, the cat came in here while I was gone. What happened?
Information, but right now they're looking for a green car they believe that was involved in this heinous drive-by shooting on a very busy street with many people passing by on foot and by motor vehicle. Police say it was a drive-by in broad daylight at 5:30 in the middle of rush hour. When the smoke cleared, 5 people had been shot.
The vehicle was traveling.
Wait a minute. I think we watched this before. Did we do that? Yes, I think we did. All right. So we watched this. Yes, we did. All right.
Fence and making his way all the way down to the terminal there, about 300 to 400 yards away.
Okay.
Out to a story you'll see only on 2. A man threatening to steal a plane from a local airport, and surveillance video captured some of this man's wild antics.
The man was wearing clothes at first, but by the time this was all over, he was nearly naked.
Jonathan Martinez live near the Tomball area tonight with the story you'll see all new at 10. Jonathan?
Chris and Dominique, the airport's manager, tells us his suspect in this case is accused of jumping over this fence and making his way all the way down to the terminal there, about 300 to 400 yards away, before later being arrested, all the while this area is clearly listed as restricted. This is a look at the mugshot for 31-year-old Clifford Galbraith, and this is a look at surveillance video from the Tomball Jet Center Tuesday afternoon, just before he was arrested for criminal mischief.
That's when he first walked into our lobby and approached our front desk. Kind of very incoherent.
According to the airport's manager, Brian Painter, Galbraith was acting erratic, walking in and out of the lobby and at one point even onto the tarmac. They in turn quickly called police.
He was making comments that he's going to fight, making comments that he was going to take an airplane.
With authorities now on their way, Painter says during the ordeal, Galbraith damaged several of the AC units on their property.
He disabled three of our units. We have 5 units on the one building. He disabled 3 of them for sure.
As deputies arrived at the scene, Painter says things took a bizarre turn before Galbraith was finally arrested.
The guy was walking around. He was laying down in every single water puddle, took his clothes off.
The Most High was roasting this demon in hell. So a lot of time the enemy will say, well, the reason why this person was doing this because the drugs make them feel like this. As we already know, drugs are keys to open portal to get demons inside of you. So, and all they can do that. They can, when you take the drugs, your quote unquote soul can leave your body and go straight to hell, and a demon just enter your body, and all you can feel burning, but you are not burning at all. Okay, so I remember a story that came out from New York. A little Dominican fellow, he was smuggling some cocaine and United States, and he got to the Kennedy airport. So they trying to search him. He swallowed it, and they search him. They didn't find anything, and then the acid in his belly, the big bag of cocaine that he swallowed, a bunch of them, and then he busted in his belly, and then he cooked him alive. You know, he was saying how hot it is they couldn't see, and then he died. By the time they brought him to the hospital, he died, and then when they slice him open, his meat, it literally like a cooked meat. His flesh cooked, the cocaine cooked him. So things like that happen, but we know the demons are all over, especially at the airports.
Lay down in the ditches full of water.
In all, Painter says the incident lasted between 30 to 45 minutes, but it's certainly one situation they won't soon forget.
At the time, we had a ramp full of airplanes out there, some running, some weren't, so it was very, very concerning.
And just as concerning, according to the airport's manager, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick was expected to land here at the airport about a half an hour around the time of that arrest. We can tell you tonight the suspect in this case has posted bond. His next court appearance expected to be August 20th. We are reporting.
August the 20th? When did this happen? Yesterday. So, he has a court date today. All praises. Crazy things, brethren.
HPD also asking your help to find the gunman who killed a 48-year-old man in the Galleria area. Police say that man was driving down Westheimer Friday and got into an altercation with a group of men on all-terrain vehicles and dirt bikes. They surrounded his car, kicking it, trying to open the door. When the man tried to drive away,
if you can see the new beginning and the destruction here, you do your thing.
Someone opened fire, killing him. This is on Westheimer at Stony Brook. Anyone with any information on this case has to call Crime Stoppers.
And arson.
So, yeah.
A hatchet.
Okay, so we'll watch this. Before we watch this, so you see how those people are getting a lot of people taking people out on the interstate. Those dirt bike riders, those ATV riders, and a lot of stuff going on with them because they are the demons that the Most High released to get this job done. A lot of the people out there, you know, they took contract. They act like they don't know if they sign a contract. A lot of people that are living well, they are living under the separate order of Satan. I don't want to say holy order. There's nothing holy about Satan, you know. And the moment you come out of Satanism, which is Christianity and all religious, Satanism, for instance, it's just people think when they say Satanism, for instance, let's see here. Satanism.
Here's the definition of Satanism: the worship of Satan, typically involving a travesty of Christian symbols and practices, such as placing a cross upside down.
Because it is Christianity. That has nothing if you put a cross upside down and stuff like that. That has nothing. This is not Satanism. Okay, watch those are not Satanism. Those are things people they built. This is true Satanism. This is true Satanism. Having a freaking goat man doing this nonsense, this is not Satanism. Okay? All right? Okay? This is not a Satanist. This is a amateur. This is like a what's the call his name again? I forgot this guy name. Those are not Satanism, you know. All right, that's like things they put over there. You're true Satan, or you're in your church. People think this that's why they've been pushing that Baphomet crap on people and saying, oh, this is Satanism and stuff like that and stuff. Those Hollywood guys, they are not Satanism and stuff. They're involved with Satanism and stuff, but they are not true, the guy that are behind. Okay? Christianity and all religion or the worship of the devil, and the devil doesn't look like this. If you see something like that coming towards you in the middle of the night, you will run like hell. You will run. If you see something like that coming in your dream, okay, let me see. Baphomet. Great. Baphomet. No, not Baphomet. All right, Satan. Yeah, they always put that little Nas X thing. Those people don't know anything about true Satanism. You see, if you see something like that coming to you, you will run. Okay? All right? Okay, so there you go. If you see you will never get close. Most people will not get close. You must have been mentally demented to go to somebody like this and then strike a deal with that person. This could be Satan true form, but this is not. If you see something like that, some stuff like this come up to you, you will run. Satan is not about this. Satan is a deceiver. Okay, his true form could be like this, but he will never show you his true form like that. He will show you his true form as this supermodel Russian lady. This is Satan true form. I'm not saying this fellow, this Roslana stuff. He will appeal to you very seductively. Okay, he will attract you. Okay, he's a deceiver. All right. That's what Satan does. Satan won't come to you as, oh, Satanism and stuff like that. Cesare Borgia. Come on, man. Caesar Borgia. Ah, boy. Caesar Borgia. There we go. This is your true Satan. Okay, this is the God of the Gentiles, the guy they worship. Okay, this is him. This is your true Satan. As hard that's coming to you, Christian out there, but he is your true Satan. He is the beast. And a lot of you or worshiping this guy. You took his mark. You know, the mark of the beast is not what you're calling the vaccine out there. Why would your churches pushing the vaccine? No, sir. No, sir. It is this fellow right there. Is that Machiavelli? Okay, so that's your guy right there. Jesus Christ. There you go. There's your true Satan. He look innocent. He look unharmed. He's a deceiver. You will go to this guy. You will go to him. Okay? This is your true Satan. All right? You worship this man. This is all Satanism. This has nothing to do with the Bible. All right? All right, there you go. This is Satanism. This is worship. This man claims he is Jesus Christ, he incarnated. They are worshiping him. This is Satanism. Okay? All right? That has nothing to do with Rihanna dancing naked and stuff. Those are garbages. Christian. They pay Hollywood because they control Hollywood. They pay them to divert the blame from them. Okay? And then don't look at me like this. Don't look at this. This is not Satanism. This is God and stuff. Pictures like this say, hey, come, peace. I'll offer you peace. Because he's a deceiver. You know, he's not here, you know, to scare you. He's here to call you in and come and stuff. I'm knocking out our Lord Jesus Christ and stuff. This is true Satanism, all right? All praises to the Most High. All religion or Satanism.
New tonight, the mysterious death of a 26-year-old woman last seen alive in Chinatown. Sources say a woman got a call alleging her friend was drunk and needed help getting home early Wednesday. That friend called an Uber to pick up the victim and bring her to her house in Flushing. Police later found surveillance video of 4 men putting the victim into the back seat of the Uber. When the cab arrived in Flushing, the 26-year-old couldn't be revived. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. Police found she had burns from her lower lip to her chest area. The death has been deemed suspicious.
All right. Now you see, beloved, a lot of those people, okay, they are dying. All right. They are dying and just mysterious death. She got drunk somewhere and she get in the car to bring her home. She died. All praises.
Metro riders are still dealing with big delays.
Okay, I think we watched this. Did we? I think we did.
New this morning, gambling machines are seized and some 10 people detained in a raid on a so-called slap house in Fountain Valley. Here's what we know. A SWAT team last night stormed the private home that was converted into a little casino on Caladium Avenue. This is near the intersection of Magnolia and Edinger. There's no information, though, on how many gambling machines were seized or what was done with the people that were detained.
Okay, so a lot of Moabites and Edomites, they do this, okay? And a lot of gambling and a lot of this thing been happening for a while. Why did I bring this? Because they never really caught. Now you're seeing those people are catching hell, man. They are catching hell. This is so weird to me, but hey, that's the Most High, man.
Police are investigating shots fired this morning in the Flatiron District. This happened around 4:30 at 149 Fifth Avenue, which is the Harry Potter store. Police could be seen inside photographing evidence on the ground. Right now, they say there are no victims from that gun.
So, again, as we know, Harry Potter David was the original Harry Potter. Okay, this woman did not write this thing from scratch. He swagger jacked the book of Samuel, and then he copied Harry Potter from David. David was the original Harry Potter. The whole Harry Potter school, the YAHAWAH school. Let me see. Bam. Is that what they say? Is that what that is? YAHAWAH school. Hogwarts. Okay.
According to Wikipedia, Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry is a fictional British boarding school of magic for students aged 11 to 18 and is the...
That wasn't fictional. This was the school Samuel. It was the school of prophet and the book of the throne of David. All those things, the swagger jack our people. And you see the power Samuel had and David, where they were making Saul dancing with the power of the harp. Okay, Hogwarts schools pupil or students. There we go. Those were the prophets, okay? There was a school for prophets. That's what it was, okay? All of those kids that you're seeing, well, they call them witch and wizards and stuff, okay? This is the story of David, Jonathan, and Jonathan's sister, Queen Milcah. Is that what that is? Milcah? Let me see. Was that Milcah, right? Milcah was David. Who was Milcah from the Bible? Okay,
According to Wikipedia, Milcah was the daughter of Haran and the wife of Nahor, according to the genealogies of Genesis.
She's identified as the grandmother of Rebekah. No, is that Milcah? Let me see. Jonathan's sister. Jonathan's sister from the Bible.
According to Wikipedia, David is married to many women, one of whom is Jonathan's sister Michal, but the Bible does not mention David loving Michal.
No, of course it didn't. Michal. Okay, in the book of the throne of David, this is Michal. I like to say Michal. Okay, this is Michal, David, and Jonathan. All right. See, they swagger jack the whole story. Okay, they name him Harry Potter. I forgot her name, Minion or Lifefoy or whatever. And this is a school of prophet. That's what it was. All of the children, they were prophets. Okay, they were learning under Samuel. Samuel was the first judge. We established the school. Okay, they were learning about the Bible. Okay, holding the plume, and they had wand. Okay, the wand that they had. They weren't that one that you see here. Okay, those were prophets. Okay, all right, the Harry Potter. Okay, the owl, the symbol of wisdom. They saw the whole scene where the food was eating in the courtyard was from the book, The Throne of David. It was the story of David. They swagger jacket. Okay, we have the book of the Throne of David in a PDF if you wish. Send us an email. We'll send it to you. We have the whole story. Excuse me. Let me see if I can get the whole story. I was for knocking on the door at this time right now, man. Oh boy. Ah man. The Throne of David playlist. Oh man. Throne of David playlist. There you go. Can't even find this thing. Ah, boy. The Throne of David. Ah, boy. The Throne of David, Saul. Okay, well, I can't even find. There we go. There you go. So was angry for the people that deal with narcissists. Boy, I was big. I was really big. Anyway, this is we have a whole series on the book Alone in This Work, The Throne of David, Saul, Madness, and Aaron's Death. Okay, so we had the whole nation watch this. All the people that you see, you can replay this, you will watch. It was beautiful. Okay, so the whole story when you read the book, okay, this is the book right there. Okay. Oops. Did I show the book? Boy, I was so big. When was that? That was a February. Damn, I was huge. I was swollen up. Okay, so, yeah. All right then. So I haven't made a playlist for this. I forgot. I think I made it somewhere. But you can watch this. You can watch the whole thing. It's beautiful. So that's why the Swagger Jack Harry Potter. Okay. Let me see. Again, the prophet used to carry wand. Okay, the wand that they were. Okay, let's see. Which wand? Show me picture of a witch wand. Okay. Witch wand. A wand, wand, wing. There you go. All right, those are fictionals, okay? There's Harry Potter 1, those things are fictional. That's not how the prophet when the one that the prophet used to carry is like Big Brother and her one. Nope, 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 nope. Big Brother. There you go.
According to Wikipedia,
this is the story of Deborah from the Bible, okay? She carried around, she was a judge. This is what the prophet used to carry. Those things has magical powers in them, okay? So this is her and her wand, okay? This is Big Brother, Deborah from the Bible, okay? She is at least 9 feet tall or 7 feet tall. How tall is Big Brother? Okay? She got her wand. All the prophet, they got those wand, and those one can do all sort of things. All right, we bought that story all the time. Okay, Granny Goodness too. Granny Goodness. She was also a judge, but she was one of the terrible judge. Okay, Granny Goodness, Dark Side. Dark Side is another part of the Most High. Okay, Dark Side is straight up the Most High. Well, the swagger jacket anyway. Okay, Granny Goodness and then wand right here. Any of those characters you see holding a wand, okay, she had that one. She's very Granny Goodness. The character that I'm most afraid of, that I'm definitely afraid of, is Darkseid's mother. Darkseid mother. Darkseid mother. Oh man, I am definitely afraid of Hegra, which also was from the Bible. I believe Hegra is the story of the mother of one of our king that made him evil. Okay, she's the one who made Darkseid is definitely afraid of her. The most powerful villain is afraid of his own mother. She poisoned his wife. She poisoned her. She killed basically. She basically killed everybody. This is the scene that killed me, that haunted me as a child for the rest of my life. That scene right here when she was eating this. Okay. Darkseid mother Hegra. Oops. I believe Hegra is another name for one of the biblical character. Okay, she was eating children. Okay, she got she got a farm loaded with fat kids and she eat them. Okay, that's the one she was eating them. When I saw that scene, I'm like, wow, that thing scared me for life. Okay, they won't put it here because this is YouTube. All right, this is her. That woman is evil. This is like a Jezebel time 1,000,000. This is how people used to dress back then. Okay, let me see. Yeah, that's that. She was eating those kids. She had them cook. She had them bring before her first, and then she choose the most plump kid, and she have them cook and eat. She eat the little kids, man. The little boys. They are like bald little boys. Man, that's her right there. Man, that woman is evil. All of those stuff, they come from the Bible. Okay, all of them, they are story of the Bible. Okay, the Jack Kirby, Swagger Jack, the whole book of George, he made this. What's the New Gods? Okay, the whole story of New Gods, it's from the Bible. Mr. Miracle, he was a judge. Those were all judges. That's why they hide the book of the judges, you know. What you have in the book of Judges is a small amount. Each judge had the record. That's Orion right there. Okay, Orion and Steppenwolf. All of those guys were judges. A lot of them were good. A lot of them were bad. Okay, so High Father. Not my father. Okay. DC Comic High Father.
According to Wikipedia, Highfather is a fictional character appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics.
Okay, his name was Isaiah the Inheritor. And the book of Isaiah, this is the prophet Isaiah, the Swagger Jack Isaiah, okay? Isaiah the Inheritor, Okay, that's what they call it. Jack Kirby, the Swagger Jack, the whole book of George and Isaiah, they make this. And they have the record, brothers. Okay, they cannot imagine things like this. Okay, this is the prophet Isaiah right there. Somebody who can make this and make him black, that's good for us. Okay, this is Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah right there. And he is very powerful. He actually killed Darkseid. He never really want to kill Darkseid. He could have killed him. That's how people used to work back then. True things. Those are not stuff they imagine. Those are things they see in our books. Our people leave pictures, okay? Carry the staff, the huge one. But anyway, enough of me babbling about things. So let's go back here.
3 men are facing charges after police say they kidnapped someone in downtown Portland. Police say Hong Lee, Douglas Borland, and Edward Simmons kidnapped someone at gunpoint near Southwest Broadway and Taylor on Saturday night. Based on witness descriptions, officers say they were able to find the 3 men about an hour later. They say the victim was not in the car at the time of the arrest.
So what you're seeing here, Portland firefighter among the 3 arrested in armed kidnapping. So you can see a Moabite, a Edomite, and a so-called, well, we call him a Hebrew. So he could be a Hebrew. He could be a Hebrew Edomite, a Hebrew Midianite, a Hebrew Israelite, a Hamite, a Shemite. But we will call this everything. We call them a Shemites, a Japhetites and stuff. So you really don't know those people unless you read them through the spirit, and their spirit is they are kidnappers, rapists, and all that. How long we are into this? Wow, I gotta upload this so I can publish it now for you folks.
Business to business, talking with neighbors and trying to piece this all together. We spoke to the victim's son, who tells us they haven't lived on this block long enough to have any enemies, and he believes his mom was not the intended target.
She was a courageous and resilient person who love her children.
Jans Joseph tells us his mother.
Okay, all right. This guy is a quote unquote a Levite, which he's not, but he's Haitian. I picked that up.
Limos Dort was the unintended target of a shooting last night that took her life. The 54-year-old mother of 4 was gunned down just...
Okay, 54-year-old, okay, and those are Christian. Those are Haitian Christian, and they are catching hell.
Steps from her home, where we spoke with Joseph this morning. Police say it happened around 8:30 p.m. outside 1523 St. John's Place. Joseph says his mom was headed home from her job, where she works as a home health aide.
She didn't respond to the phone. My girlfriend called me back and said there was something happened outside.
It was shortly after, Joseph says, that he found out his mother had been shot twice in the stomach, and a second victim, a 30-year-old, was also shot in the arm. He's expected to survive from his injuries. Some of the bullets piercing this Honda Accord and shattering its back window.
I heard all the shots. Like, it had to be at least about 5 or 6, maybe a little bit more, because it just was like pow, 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 pow.
Joseph tells us he's the youngest of 4 children and has lived on this block for 8 months. He says he and his mom left Haiti for a better life in the U.S. 4 years ago. Neighbors say tragic shootings like this are an all too often occurrence lately.
This is like crazy out here. It's like...
Yeah, so the Christian Haitians, they are catching hell. All praises to the Most High. I picked up his spirits.
The NYPD's identified the victim.
This is plague number 9, all right? Execution by the sword. So they refuse to listen, brothers. Okay?
Victim in a fatal shooting last night in Long Island City. 50-year-old Joseph Bryan was discovered shot to death inside his Mercedes. This happened just before 11:30 on Orchard Street. The victim got multiple gunshot wounds on his body and in his arm and was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. A search now underway for the shooter.
All right, so Satan is out there collecting soul. A lot of you are, that's your contract that you did. That's why we told you terminate this contract. Come back to the Most High. You don't, well, that's what's going to happen to you. All praises to the Most High. Okay, a lot of those things are happening out there.
Investigators are trying to figure out why a homeless man was shot to death by a security guard outside of a 7-Eleven in Panorama City. The LAPD tells us they arrested and charged a security guard on suspicion of murder. The homeless man was shot and killed just before 3 yesterday afternoon outside the 7-Eleven near Van Nuys Boulevard and Arminta Street. So,
okay, I think they have an update for this. Let me see if they This happened today. Let's see if we can find an update. As you can see, brothers, the sword is in the land. It's all over. Get rid of that. Activists call for district attorney. What? Some voters complain over mail and bar. Who is John Cox? We don't care. I guess. All right. I guess we don't have a. Okay, security guard. They don't have a update yet. Okay, they don't have an update yet. There's a stabbing, man shot and killed outside Oxford, LA County. Well, they haven't have an update yet.
Now to the crisis in Afghanistan. President Biden saying there'll be plenty of time to criticize later, but he insists now significant progress has been made in getting Americans and allies out of the country.
The president is calling this the largest and most difficult airlift in history. CBS 2's political reporter Marsha Kramer has more.
Let me be clear. Any American who wants to come home, we will get you home.
And with those words, President Biden once again defended his administration's mass evacuation from Afghanistan, which has often appeared chaotic and disorganized. He said
which is often appear. This thing is already, it's not appearing. It is what it is.
Tens of thousands out of the country after the American troop withdrawal has been difficult.
Make no mistake, this evacuation mission is dangerous. It involves risks to our armed forces, and it's being conducted under difficult circumstances.
The president called the past week heartbreaking. The images of people desperate to flee the country in the face of Taliban insurgency, gut-wrenching.
Panicked people acting out of sheer desperation. You know, it's completely understandable. Desperation. You know, it's completely understandable. They're frightened. I don't think any one of us can see these pictures and not feel that pain.
The president also sought to answer critics worried about Afghanistan becoming a launching pad for terror attacks. He said the United States was spending between $150 and $300 million a day in Afghanistan when the...
How those guys are no threat to you, brethren. Those guys are no threat to anyone. All they need, all they want is peace, and then in their land, they just enjoy their land. They are no threat to you. Those guys cannot shoot a bullet that can kill you here. They can do anything. That is just like this system. That's what they are. They always have to go somewhere and tell people what to do, how to live, and what to worship, and all that. Those guys are no threat to no one.
More dangerous terror threats are elsewhere.
The threat from terrorism has metastasized.
What?
There's a greater danger from ISIS.
Metastasize? Is that what that is? Metastasize.
Here's the definition of metastasize: of a cancer spread to other sites in the body by metastasis.
What? Is that
metastasize?
The threat of terrorism is spreading to other site and the body by metastasis. You try to use a big word as if terrorism. This is the biggest three terrorists right there. That's you guys. Oh man, all praises to the Most High, man. That thing is not spreading. You guys are the terrorists. The church are the terrorists. A terrorist is somebody that spread terror, and that's all you scumbag been doing, spreading terror.
And Al Qaeda and all these affiliates in other countries by far than there is from Afghanistan.
And he insisted the Taliban has been warned not to hamper the evacuation.
Any attack on our forces or disruption of our operations at the airport will be met with swift and forceful response.
Detractors say the president underestimated the speed with which the Taliban overran the country.
If we leave any Americans behind, if we leave thousands of those Afghans who fought along our side behind bravely, Joe Biden deserves to be impeached.
The president says he has the backing of European allies and that a meeting of the G7 will be convened next week to develop a unified approach. I'm Marsha Kramer, CBS 2 News.
Get out of here, man. We'll close with this. Guess what, brothers? This is what happened. Watch this.
Try this again for the third time. I'm not going to do it live this time. I'm just going to start recording. These are all just abandoned weapons. PPE. And there's no guards at all.
Okay. There's nobody.
I could just grab an AK if I wanted one.
AK-47, M4, M16.
All the M4s.
All right, they left a bunch. Now, why would they want to do this, brothers? Why would they left in a hurry? They didn't even take their guns. They left their swords behind. Look at this. Look, listen. Okay, free air conditioning.
Over there on the other side of the tarmac, you can see all the Afghans lined up.
Okay.
Place is turning into Mad Max quick.
They left all the brand new bulletproof Toyotas. They just leave them.
Over there on the outskirts of Kabul. I mean, we're well within striking distance. The Taliban is starting to get angry at us more than they are. This is where all the Gurkhas were set up last night waiting for their flights out. Abandoned luggage everywhere. Abandoned Toyotas.
Abandoned Toyotas. Brand new Toyotas, bulletproof.
Anybody want a free bulletproof Toyota? They're here.
There you go, free. Free, Reggie. Free. Since okay. Bosses, they left everything behind. Why? Why would they left in a hurry? What's going on? They left all their weapon behind, beloved. Those are AKs. Those are guns. Why would they want to do this? You want to know why? Because the Most High is calling them for destruction. They cannot receive the destruction. Those guys cannot give them the amount of destruction that they need. The Most High is calling them. War is very profitable. They dragged that thing on for 20 years. This thing would last at least 2 or 3 days. They drag it on for 20 years. You think they had enough? You think that's because the contract is over. U.S. contractor shows abandoned weapons at Kabul airport. They left all their guns, all their PPE, all their cars, all their money, all their stuff. They left every single thing. They left. It's a setup. It's a setup. They're about to bring Jacob trouble. It's a setup. Oh, really? Since when the Gentiles left anything like that behind for free? That is because the Most High is calling them. The Most High made them do that. They're going to come home. They will bring them to the Holy Land. They will be destroyed. The Most High said, I will bring them to the valley of Jehoshaphat and I will plead with them there. Plead is not like, talking to them. He said, I will give them a critical beat down, a spiritual and physical beat down. How he's going to do this, I have no idea. But they are not doing this on purpose. They are not doing this just to show up. They are doing this in fear. When you get out of the place, brothers, when you get out of a place, you left everything behind, you save your life, that means your life is in danger. That means there's something you're running away from. There's something you have to quickly come to a safe place and leave a place because you are not protected anymore. Is that thing even recording right now? Okay, all right. Let me go ahead and upload this and release it at 11, all right? So they lost the blessing, they lost the sword. The Heavenly Father is in the midst. All praises to the Most High. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. Thank you for all of you that watch, give. I appreciate it. You know, I was just doing this. Oh, probably it's 2 a.m. right now. Is it 1 a.m.? 1 a.m.? 2? Most likely 12 a.m. Shalom.